What up, everybody? We are in the heart of the NFL offseason with the combine just ending. I have decided to do my post combine mock draft. I did one right before the combine started, and I wanted to wait till after the combine and see some of the numbers, see some of the players, and who stocks up, who stocks down, and see some of the guys and what I think, what I thought, etc., etc. So, like I said, being just said, the Steelers own 12 picks in the draft, 5 picks in the top 100. I don't think they use all 12 picks in this draft. I do think they may start trading back or trading forward to get some picks for that 27 season, where I think the 27 draft where they really go after a quarterback. But with that being said, I'm just going to give you guys with these 12 picks they have, and I'm going to give you a quick mock draft and what I think. Listen, I know some people may not agree with me. I did a couple mock drafts and some of these simulators. I'm going to put it up right here as I'm talking about it. But, hey, this is one I just kind of really liked. I'm going to kind of keep playing with it, and I check it out every day. But this is one I want to share with you guys, and let me know what you think. All right. We're going to start off Steelers at 21. I don't know how you felt, but Mekhi Lemon fell all the way to 21 for the Steelers in the first round. Yes, love it. He did all the field work at the combine. And he did not do any of the 40 and any of that. But USC's Pro Day is March 12th, so he will be running. He will be running at USC's Pro Day March 12th, which is next week, which I believe is next Wednesday. So I think he'll have a good time. I know a lot of people weren't impressed with his interviews, but I'm not worried about that. On the field, he just does it all kind of like a St. Brown. I think he may even be a little faster than St. Brown. He can complement with DK Metcalf, and we all know we need an influx of talent at the wide receiver spot. And I know there was reports this week that the Steelers were going to keep Roman Wilson, so let's see if Mike McCarthy can reinvigorate him and get something out of him. They spent the third-round pick 2 years ago on him, so add to the wide receiver court. And 53 in the second round, taking the flyer on him, maybe a little too high. Genesis Smith, 6'2", 42 and a half vert, 10-8 broad jump. I think he's an athletic guy who can make plays. He struggles with the tackling, but hey, I think we need to add some safety depth in this draft and add some talent to that. Juan Thorne, who was not good last year, traded Minka Fitzpatrick, Deshaun Elliott was hurt, Jabril Peppers didn't work, Kyle Duggar get hurt. We have to address safety in this draft. All right, number 76, offensive guard, Keelan Rutledge from Georgia Tech. He's 6'4", plays well inside, can move guys, a good run guy. I think he can eventually be a starter, maybe if they plug him in this year, because I don't think the Steelers are going to re-sign Isaac Seumalo. He was very banged up. He was solid signing for them, but you compare him between Zach Frazier, like I said, you got Mason McCormick. Just a good. I think the Steelers are building a great young core on this offensive line. I would keep Rodgers Jones and get that 5th-year option going. So I think what they're doing is keep the young and keep it talented for the next quarterback. Whether we may have Aaron Rodgers or any stopback quarterback for this year, but he Keelan Rutledge. Got to keep that offensive line fresh and young. At 85, another pick in the third round, going with cornerback Malik Muhammad. I'm a big fan of Malik Muhammad. Football knowledge as well. I heard him at the combine interview talk very well. He's 6'2", ran a 4.42. You compare him on the outside with Joey Porter Jr. He possibly bring James Pierre back. We can address some nickel get a slot guy, but I think cornerback is a must in this draft. And with the last third-round pick in this draft at 99, Dominique Orange, defensive tackles, a run stopper, 6'2", very physical. Obviously, he can work at getting pass presses going. But with that being said, he can stop the run. You can help him pairing with Keanu Benton, Cam Hayward's getting up there in age. You just always address the trenches, man. You see what the Seattle Seahawks are able to do, and all these teams that get to the Super Bowl make deep runs every year. So keep fueling that part of the defensive line. Yeah, in 99 at 121 in the 4th round, I'm taking a flyer here. I really like this guy. He flashed his last year at Oregon, and that is wide receiver Malik Benson. He was a JUCO guy. I mean, he was previously at Florida State and Alabama. He's been all over the place. But in this year, explosiveness, 5 or 6 catches for 40 yards this year. Just explosive guys. A little over 6 feet. He ran a 4.37 at the combine. Just a guy I think you can work on. He's got to get better at his route tree, but just add some explosiveness to help DK and take some pressure off him and eventually turn into an elite wide receiver and add to the receiving core. Then at 135, linebacker, I guess safety, what do you want to call him, Kyle Lewis out of Pitt. So Steelers firsthand being able to look at him being as Pitt and the Steelers shared the same facility. Tested off the charts. He's a Swiss Army enough, 4.53 in the 40. 39.5-inch vert, 10.9 broad jump, just a freak of an athlete. He can do a lot of things. I know he may struggle to stay healthy, but this is a guy I think you have some potential with right here. And then at 160. We start getting down the line. I'm going to go with the Dame Tucker, 6'2", 247, 31-inch, 3/8 arm length. He had 1 year of production in the FBS level at Western Michigan, 14.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. Why not add to the edge and the defensive line again by getting some talent? A development guy can possibly become a starter. And obviously, the Steelers have done great in the MAC over the years, drafting some guys. So I think take us out of them as we go down this draft. It's just a straight shot at this. And we're going to go 214 quarterback Drew Aller. He's coming off that injury. Think, why not throw him in the fold? Well, Howard, see if you can get something out of him because he fell far from grace. 215 cornerback from Toledo, Andre Fuller. Has some potential, so we'll see what happens. And then the last 2 picks, you're just taking a flyer, later in the 6th and 7th rounds. So 223, Le'Veon Moss, running back out of Texas A&M. I liked him coming out of high school, highly recruited, but he just could not stay healthy this past year. So maybe he can become a special teams guy. Maybe he gets a shot because running back board. Because who knows if the Steelers are able to keep Kenneth Gainwell? Not sure yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So anything can happen. And then at 236, take a flyer, another receiver. Deshaun Stribling, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. He's had a couple stops at Wazoo, stopped at Oklahoma State, then transferred for his last year at Ole Miss, where he's a persistent guy, had over 800 yards, 6 touchdown catches, straight line speed, a bigger body guy, 6'2", 207, ran 4.36 in the 40, 1.53, 10-yard split, 10-7 broad jump. That's the guy you take a shot on. So you guys tell me what you think about my mock draft. Like I said, the Steelers have 12 picks, but I don't think they use it. But they have a lot of capital in this draft to make moves, not only for this draft, but next season and shore these things up. And obviously, some things will change if the Steelers decide to do things in free agency. But I just wanted to give you guys some updates on what I thought. And like I said, free agency is going to start next week, so there's going to be a lot more roster moves, and things are happening quick in this league. We got to figure out what's going on with Aaron Rodgers and what he's going to do. He's on the Pat McAfee show. Hasn't made a decision yet, so as soon as he does, we'll have some breaking news on that so we can see where the Steelers go with the quarterback. But I don't think the quarterback this season will be the quarterback in 27 and going on. And like I said, the quarterback in 2027 that they draft will be the next franchise quarterback. So they're just trying to continue to build this roster. But make sure you have an elite draft and focus on the future as well. So yeah, I appreciate all love and support. Steeler Nation will be back soon. I appreciate all love and support. Peace.